So the focus of this course is on enterprise resource planning system, so system that are useful to support the execution of business process steps and record transaction and let's say automatize documents, document generation, and in particular we are focusing, we are using a particular type of enterprise resource planning system, which is SAP ERP. SAP ERP is one of the most diffused and popular enterprise resource planning system. SAP is a very, let's say, old company, 1972, world larger business software provider, over 65,000 employees all over the world, over 1,200,000, over 200,000 installation, 2,500 business partner, and used worldwide. So today SAP software and SAP application include multiple language, multiple currency, multiple balance in terms of accounting perspective, and they have tailored business process model for different type of sector like automotive, banking, retail, public sector, higher education, and so on. So again, SAP, as all the enterprise resource planning system, enable a company to support and optimize business process execution through the automation of the flow of the activities. They can cover different type of, all the type of business function, from finance to supply chain and logistic to human resource, and they provide the organization business process models to be implemented and to be followed in order to reach efficiency and effectiveness. And the system is scalable and flexible, in the meaning that application and business process model and software can be added and can be eliminated very easily. This is the whole representation of the SAP module. So these are the acronyms that you will see a lot in the course: finance, FI, controlling, CO, treasury, TR, workflow, WF, sales and distribution, SD, material management, MM, production planning, PP, QM, quality management, PM, plant maintenance, and in particular, as you can see here, this one refers to supply chain management processes or primary processes, as we discussed in class, while this one are mainly module for support processes. Okay. Then you have SAP NetWeaver, which instead is the part of SAP, which integrate the internal ERP of the company with the other partner in the network, or other partner in the supply chain, or outside the company boundaries. A little bit of history about SAP. So actually, SAP was born in 1972. Okay, but like it took a lot of here, so 30 years to provide actually a let's say an integrated business software application as we conceive today, being an enterprise resource planning system, because from 1972 and 2002 actually SAP was providing single module and single software. It was only in 2005-2006 that they announced the release of a full integrated enterprise resource planning system, which today is one of the most adopted in the world. And here you can see just some of the companies that are partner with SAP, and they use this system to support business process execution. In particular, before 2015, SAP was running with R3 and R4, and from 2015 a new version has been released, which was SAP HANA, which is today, let's say, start becoming mandatory to be used in most of this company, and which was what I was like talking about in the first during the first classes. Which are the characteristics of SAP HANA's? But basically the fact that it's use a more, let's say, faster technology, more up-to-date technology, so it's able to process data and store data and make user access data faster. Why? Because like SAP HANA is able to compress data faster and more efficiently. So this is an example of how SAP HANA is able to make an efficient usage of the database. Besides the like what is written here, but like traditional database would store information using 593 gigabyte. With the previous version of SAP, this would have required 118 gigabyte. With the last version of SAP, just 42 gigabyte are required to store the same amount of information, because they exploit a technology which organizes information in order to compress data table, and so use less space and so like use the investment more efficiently and be able to provide more data storage capacity. Plus, we will see the SAP, which traditionally has not been promoted as being user-friendly, has become today revised in terms of the graphic and layout. In particular, we will see there is a new interface, SAP FIORI, which allow you people not to use SAP through the system, so through the desktop, but directly on the browser, and access it also like through laptop, through tablet. So make the experience more like again user-friendly, because as you may know that if you have used SAP in the past, SAP sometimes is not so let's say user friendly and and nice in the design and in the layout, and where to include comment and execute transaction. Before going down in the content of which type of data and documents and things that can be included in SAP, just some instruction of what to do from now on to start playing with SAP and basic navigation instruction, especially for people that is the first time that they are using SAP. First, on the website, you need to install. You need to look of how to install the SAP guide. The SAP guide is GUI is the interface that allow you to use SAP on your laptop. So there is a dedicated page on the website where I'm telling you how to install the SAP guide. If you have a Windows system and if you have a Mac system, you find the installation guide. Please read it, the installation file, and the possible troubleshooting issue that you may have. In case you experience problem, please contact me and I will tell you what to do. Once the SAP guide is installed, when you launch it, that's what appear. Remember that you need to change the service that your SAP guide is linked to, and in particular you have to select SAP University of Milwaukee University Alliance, because that's where everything is stored. And when you select it, you will have the list of server that you can select from to execute the simulation activities in SAP. For our course, the server is Harley SAP S/4HANA with JVI 3.2. Don't select anything else because this won't work. If you select that, you will be asked to include some information to log in. In particular, everything is uploaded on the site, including your password and whatever. The system ID is Harley UCC University of Milwaukee.edu, which is here, Harley. Okay. When you will be asked to include the client, you need to say 502, and then you'll be asked to include user and password. User and password are this one. They are uploaded on the website. I will tell you in a minute, but they are all in the form of learn something, and all of you as a starting password, which is pen password 2. Here you are. These are your names. Okay, each of you has a username, and a password. Whenever you log in the first time, you will be asked to change the password, and these are the main information. These are all uploaded in the website. Please don't use any of the other student IDs and faculty IDs because like I have assigned you for each of you a backup one, so these are the information that you have to use. Client, that's what you have to include, 502, learn, and you have to change the password after the first access. Please remember your password. Again, each of you only have one backup account, okay? So you are allowed only to lose your password or forget your password once. If you do twice, you need to wait because I have to request another account to SAP, and once like this require time. So be able to put a password that you can easily remember. Once you have logged in, you'll be start from this. Like this is the interface. This is a Mac interface. So if you have a Windows, this can be different, but that's how this will look like. And here is where you will execute your transaction, your command. Is it called the easy access menu, which means that some of the transactions are recorded here without you without having the need of like tapping the name of the transaction in this field. For example, if you want to display a purchase order, you see logistics, material management, purchasing, purchase order, and you see when you reach this notation, this means that this is the transaction display purchase order, and you can access like with the scroll down menu from the left. Then on top of here, on top of everything you do, there is a toolbar, okay, standard toolbar. This is the meaning of the main command. So this means that you can execute the command. This is the command field when you have to type, for example, a transaction, save whenever you create something and you want to save, go back, exit, cancel what you have done, print the screen, find or expand the icon, scroll icon, down, up, and whatever, create a new window, and the help icon that I will show you in a second. We will analyze more in detail when you will like see specifically how generate and look at documents, but every document on every screen that SAP will show you has the same structure. So you will have, for example, this is a standard order, a sales order. It's displayed here. You have the either data, so it means that the general data linked to the document. Then you have the document overview, which is further detailed information through different tabs that you can open, okay? And here instead you have the documents detail. Like for example, in this case, you have sales, and you will have here all the items that are included in the sales sale order. This is a more detailed view of that. So this is where you input. Let's say you can write here and you can search for item to be input for creating a standard order. Then here there are different tabs where you should include the information of the sale order, and again you can drop down of pre-selected items if you are given the possibility. So this is search, for example, for who you have to sold the thing. So probably here you will have to look for the customer to which you are selling this order, and then here instead you can select one of the pre-installed item or option. Please remember that whenever you do something in SAP, there's the possibility to get feedback from the system, and these are the main icon and things that the system can generate. E means that you have generated an error, so the entry that you have made is invalid. W is warning, so the process, and it means that like you cannot proceed in the process because you made an error. Warning means that I mean, you have made something that SAP and the process doesn't like, but you can go on in the process, but that's something that needs to be fixed. When instead you get an I, it means that everything is correct and you can proceed. Some other things is that when you execute a transaction very often, you can add it to favorite. So just click the right button of your mouse, and you can see like add to favorite, and then you can see that at the beginning the transaction that you like or you want to be added as favorite has been included in this area. And finally, you have whenever you are struggling with what you include, what you like do, there is an help button. So whenever you are on a field, so for example in this case, what is delivery block? If you are here and you click help, SAP tell you exactly what a delivery block means and what you are supposed to include in this field, or for example if you have items, what each item means. If you are not satisfied with that, there is a website, helpsap.com, where it's like a community where all the people that use SAP share common problems. So you are very encouraged to use that, because most of the time the problem that you meet in doing the SAP simulation has been already solved through this community. You just have to type your issue and something will pops out and maybe can be helpful.